Hello Orlando, this is Grandma. 4 big tasks to be done in autumn. First of all, tidy away all the annuals. That's plants that only last one season, like sweet peas and sunflowers. But first, collect any seed from them that you want to use for next year, as we did here. Hollyhock seed, sunflower seed, rucola seed, and sweet pea. Now Orlando, this is a container that had pears in it. You can see the shape of the pears from Mr. Waitrose. And I've decided to try out a new experiment. I've made tiny little holes in the bottom, and as you can see, I've put the seeds. So there we have the tiny, tiny ones of Nicotiana. You remember what these are, the round ones?
Peas.
The peas. And you remember what these flat ones are?
Nope.
This seed head? The hollyhock. Yep. And now I'm going to take some out because I've got too many. I'm going to put earth over them. I'm going to put them outside. And I'm going to cover them. And they came with a beautiful cover. Right? So they will start germinating quite early in the spring because of the cover. And when we start doing that, I'll make little holes so they can get some air. And then we will see what we get. So next time I buy a box of pears, would you like to try too?
Yes.
Okay, off! Perennial plants, that's plants that grow again every year, like mallows and asters, should be cut right back to the ground so that pots are nice and bare and ready for bulb planting. Next, be sure to take cuttings, especially from silver plants like sage and artemisia and lavender. I stick these cuttings into the bare pots so that the bulbs will have some company. Then you should prune roses and some clematis and shrubs that grow in pots, like this curry plant. See how I've pruned it right back to the new growth at the bottom of the old brown branches. Lastly, plant your bulbs in the nice bare pots with the cuttings. Make sure that you make a hole 1.5 times as deep as the bulb and push it in nice and firmly. Also make sure that you label where you planted them. You could also plant some of the seeds you collected from your annuals, last year's plants. Make sure that you label where you plant them. Next autumn, maybe you could make some bonsais. Do you remember when we filmed this? Okay, Orlando, focus very clearly on the leaf of this plant. That is an oak leaf. And it was again planted by some squirrel in one of the pots at the back. And it has started to make, can you get those on video? Tiny, tiny little roots. Do you see them?
Yes.
Right. Now, I'm going to leave it in this fall, in there, so it grows some more roots. Then I'm going to pull it out, poor thing, and I'm going to cut what is called the tap root. I'll show you a tap root sometime. It's the root that holds a tree so that it doesn't blow over. It's not the ones that feeds it, but it's what holds it. And if you do that, you're making a bonsai.
Bonsais, you can make them into small plants. This is a cypress tree because you can make them into small plants like this by cutting off the tap root. And that has a proper plant pot for a bonsai. He doesn't have one, he's waiting for one, and he's a pine tree. who's a bonsai too, and he's just started growing, and his taproot has just got cut off.